Okay, my name is Sidap Sari. I will tell you about the traveling salesman problem. In A, I answer it with we in the traveling salesman problem we use brute force algorithm with the concept to find Hamilton circuit with a minimum weight. So we try to any possibility on circuit and on graph Hamilton are we given and chosen to have a small or minimum weight with this step. First, we need to head to a variable called a minimal weight as a infinity value, and then we generate all possibilities on the Hamiltons that are on graphs. And then in Hamilton circuit, we calculate the total of the weight. After that, if the total weight is smaller than minimal weight, update the minimal weight with the total weight. Its value from the Hamilton is circuit as the solution. And then we return the value Hamilton circuit with the small or minimum weight that found. In pseudocode, actually same like I described before. So you can see the how pseudocode I write in here and the B how to this how to find the truth of the math induction. In induction row, or in Indonesia we call as a baris induksi, there are only one possibility permutation of the two nodes and back to fast a node. And then induction step, with assumption that Hamilton for graphs with n nodes that are n have a equal value with k, that node as a n and the k is a circuit that we will find n is a k plus 1. And then we find the algorithm that be able found with Hamilton circuit with a minimum weight will be do in the method of the truth contradiction for comparing weight with all circuit that possible. And then you can see from the C, actually we look at the graph. We have a 6 point in here, 6 node, and we need to find all the permutation of the any nodes from the first place. We can call as the A nodes. Then we find the total weight in every circuit and find possibility with a minimalist node that can be run a graph for the on here. So you can see how the code I tried to make it in permutation DAA. You can see in this link gondixa.ac.id/codes DAA Cindy. The C is big and Oats smaller, and Cindy C is big and Indy is smaller. And then the complexity is O and exclamation. Sorry, I don't know what it's called in the mathematics here. Maths, where the total of the nodes of force algorithm possibility of the circuit Hamilton can be formed by total factorial from the total nodes. I'm sorry, it's called factorial. Yes, that can be modified, but incomplete graph need to be confirmed that every nodes are connected, at least one node. If node graph is not complete yet, then the node need to be modification calculate nearest distance or shortest between of the nodes. Okay. And then on the Hanoi Tower, we have three methods of the Hanoi to complete how we moving the disk. First, by the nature overlapping subproblems, tree structure, and ability to simplify the problems. And then we have two different input output. The first input, we have a total of this. We can call as n. The first pole we call as source, last pole we call as destination, and the between of the pole itself we can call as auxiliary. And the output, first we need to get one disk can be moved in one time, and then no disk placed in the to the smaller disk, and every movement is taking this from above on one of them and place above of the stack in the other pole. So this is how we play Hanoi Tower. And then the Hanoi Tower on algorithm in pseudocode, actually it's more easier and simple because we just need to moving and in you can see the pseudocode that I can make. So the works is it works with the recursive method when the n minus one disk from the source to auxiliary movement, and then the big disk need to move from the source into destination. So we place the bigger disk first into destination, and then we move back the n minus one disk from the auxiliary to destination, and we can repeat it until all the resource mean disk source in source move in the destination inform arrangement. And then proving the 3 disks and 3 poles, every movement can be calculated with the 2n minus 1. Okay, actually this is the formula already been there, so we just impute the number of total of the disk, and then we change the n. So we if we have a 3 disk, we can impute the 2 power 3 minus 1 that we have a 7 movement to complete the Hanoi Tower. Uh, that's implement to same with the 4 disk. We have a 15 movement. So the code actually I have in my drive. You can see into my link, so you can run it in VS Code that when you just run by typing in the terminal Python the name of a file and run. So you can find the answer how by step we move it. So the next question, because the formula is 2n, I mean 2 power n minus 1, so the complexity is uh, big O, big notation O, 2 power n. And then this is the code that you can see. I can make it. But the complete version, you can find it in my Python file in the drive that you can see in this undixa.ac.id.
Om Swastiastu.
Om Swastiastu.
Buat dulu.
Yang mana ya?
Nih. Di bagian sini tuh mute dulu. Terus yang sini jangan disuarain jadi dia nggak gemuk.
Udah nggak ada suara, biar nggak ada suara. Kamu aja pakai suara. Nanti cut aja nih kalau ikut awalnya.
Jadi mulai aja langsung ya.
Ya.
Om Swastiastu.
Om Swastiastu.
My name is Niputi Natalia and we are from Group 5. In this time, we would like to explain you about our task. In this group, I have 2 friends is following me. First is Andi Putu Abisanjaya Putra and Sini Achari. Now let's get started. Second is assignment problem. In assignment problem, there are algorithms are needed to solve this problem of assigning stuff to tasks with minimum cost because first is large number of combination. This problem, there are numerous possible combination of assigning tasks and especially if the number of stuff and tasks is large. Using an algorithm allow us to efficiently find the result of the minimum total cost. Second, the method of using why we need to solve this problem by using algorithm is problem complexity. This assignment problem, especially when the number of stuff and tasks is sequential large, can have possible assignment combination. Third is optimization. This means of assignment problem is to find the assignment of stuff to tasks that result in the minimum total cost. Algorithms are designed to achieve an optimal solution or the optimal solution in a reasonable amount of time according complexity of the given problem. And the last one is efficiency. Brute force algorithm, although simple, can find the optimal solution by evaluating all possible assignments. While this problem may not be efficient for a very large problem size, but it can provide reliable and accurate solution for small problem size. B. Brute force algorithm. This is the pseudocode. Then third is checking. After checking our algorithms, we decided to convert it using Python programming language. Its output is entering data. We use 2. The cost metric we made cost is 10 to H and 9. And after doing some programs, we finally find the result that the best assignment is 1 and 0 in index 1 and index 0. And the minimum cost using brute force algorithm is 10. Why is that? Because in the index 1 is 2 and the index 0 is H. So 2 plus H is 10. D. We are adding the cost matrix, as you can see in the tax 1 and the stuff A. In this matrix, we add the tax. We have tax 1, tax 2, 3, and 4, and we have the stuff A, B, C, and D. And then of the amount of the value of n is equal to 4. The best assignment of this in this method is 3, 4, 1, and 2 in that index. The minimum cost is 10. Why 10? Because in the index 3 is 1, and then 5 plus 5 plus 3 and plus 1. So in the next question will answer by my friends.
Okay, hello. Change into my turn. First, I will explain about knapsack problem. That in this problem, number A is what is 1 and 0 in the knapsack problem. Okay, 1 and 0 are used to indicate whether an item will or will not be loaded into knapsack. Example, 0. 0 means take 0. This means that the item was not taken completely. And then 1 or take 1, this means that the whole item is taken. And then for the B, the big question is to make an algorithm for the knapsack. And then I have this algorithm. This is the pseudocode of knapsack with brute force algorithm. And then next into the number C, make sure your algorithm is correct. So I will make a point about why my algorithm is correct. First is initialization. What makes my algorithm is correct is first because max value in this algorithm initialize to 0 for save the maximum value, and then max combination initialize to an array for save the best object combination. And then number 2, iteration through all subset. Function that power set or the object create all possibility subset from object that given. There max value to store the subset, and then that have satisfy the capacity but have total value more than store before also the max combination will change. And then number 3 or the last, the return. The max combination which contain the combination with optimal value and not more the capacity. Next into number D. In the number D, the question is or the problem is we fill the blank blank block with with an object and then a value weight, and this is what I fill in the table. Next is number E. algorithm complexity. In the algorithm complexity, the power set function is to create all possibility combination object. The formula is 2 power n, which 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 is total object. The n is the total object, and this need o n time complexity. And then brute force knapsack function. This function is comparison max value and the max combination. That means this algorithm need O1 time complexity, and then total iteration brute force is 2 power n. Each iteration loop operation is need O n time, so O so the time complexity is O to n. O to power n multiplied by O n. The result is O n multiplied by 2 power n. That's the final result is O 2 power n. And then the part 2 of the assignment is number A. What the base recursive of Fibonacci. So this is I'll make the simple base algorithm or definition of Fibonacci is the Fn equal to f minus n plus fn minus 2. That means Fn is the now number, and then fn means fn minus 1 is the one time before the now number, and then the fn minus 2 is two time before the number. Example 3 is 1 plus 2. And then this is the algorithm that number B of part 2 question. And then we next into number C. Proof that this algorithm is correct. Okay, I will start with the best case. When the n or the Fibonacci n, that means the index, okay, 0, 1, and 2. Example, for the best case, n equal to 0, return empty. This is correct because the Fibonacci will with 0 element is array empty, and then the n equal to 1 return array that contain 0. This is correct because row Fibonacci with 1 element array is array that contains 0, and then n equal to 2 return array that contain 0 and 1. Correct, because a row Fibonacci with 2 element is array that contain 0 and 1. And then the assumption of induction is n equal to 3. Return an array 0, 1, and 1. Proven inductive. Proof that algorithm resulting correct for n equal to 4 with assumption n equal to 3. Result is correct when the n equal to 4. Recursive calculate 3 first row from Fibonacci that's array output 0, 1, and 1. To find n equal to 4, we need adding n equal to 4 minus 1, and then n equal to 4 minus 2, and we got 2 because n equal to 4 is minus 1. N equal to 4 minus 1 is 1, and then n equal 4 minus 2 is 1. Array result is 0, 1, 1, and 2. That means this algorithm is proven. Thank you. That's all from me from the part two. And then next, my friend will explain again.
Okay, thank you so much for the time. Now I will continue. Okay, thank you so much for the time. Now I will continue to answer part one, number three. Binary search algorithm. What is the input and output of the binary search algorithm? Input. First is the number of data, determining the length of array. And second is data, data that is entered for the length of the array. And third is number that have to search. This is data that we want to know. And what is the output? First is array, data that have to sorted. Example, if we input some number like 2, 3, and 1, we need the output from this program is 1, 2, and 3. This means the array that has been sorted. The second is the index of target or data search. As example, if we have data 1 to 3, we need and we want to search data is 3. So the output of this program is the index of the data. It is 2. The answer of B is the binary search algorithm can also implement recursively. The idea is to divide the array into two parts each time and then recursively search from the target value in one of the array parts. Here is the explanation. First is function. Function takes inputs in the form of an array, target value, left boundaries, and right boundaries of the array part being examined. Second, in each recursive call, first, calculate the middle index or mid of the array part being examined. B. The target value, if is found at the middle index, return that index. Third, if the target value is smaller than the element at the middle index, call the recursive function on the left part of the array by changing the right boundary to mid minus 1. Then, if the target value is larger than the element at the middle index, call the recursive function of the right part of array by changing the left boundary to mid plus 1. And the third, if the last boundary passes the right boundaries or the left is larger than right, return message next found in the array, or we usually return minus 1. In this recursive implementation, the algorithm will continue to divide the array into two parts and call itself on one of the parts until it finds the target value, or until the array part becomes empty. This implementation will yield the same solution as the iterative approach, but using a recursive approach. Third is pseudocode. This is the pseudocode of the binary search algorithm. And then in the question number C, this is the question um, make us to prove that our algorithm is right. So the algorithm appear to have correct logic because first the algorithm uses of recursive approach by dividing the array into smaller parts each time and then calling itself to check those parts. Second, if the left boundaries exceeds the right boundaries, the algorithm returns minus 1 all value or target not found. Third, if the target was found at the middle index of the array, the algorithm returns the index. 4. If the target value is smaller than the element of the middle index, the algorithm calls itself to search for the target value in the left part. Uh, Same as number 4, if the target value is larger than the element of the middle index, the algorithm calls itself to search for the target value in the right part. Number D. The answer is 2 followed by 4 is equal to 16. And we decided to add the data is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 16. And then example, we have to search value age. First step, we need to define left is equal to 0 and right is equal to 15. or the last index. Dividing array into smaller parts because we have 16 data, so we divide it by 2 and we finally find that the mid value is h and 9 after we doing some sorting. But in this example, we use h as the middle value. Then because we are search the value of h and we find h in the middle part, so uh, h as the element in the middle and we find it as the middle as the array, algorithm will return the data that is set because h is a index. Then the question three, where in binary algorithm, the time complexity consisting the formula and and divided by 2 plus c. Um, we have some doing calculation again. Then we find that t uh, in the dalam kurung 4 is equal to t dalam kurung 2 plus u dalam kurung 1. O dalam kurung 1 is the constant time required to check the middle element and form the recursive call. From the formula above, we could use Tn is equal to O log n, which means the time complexity of the binary search is O log n. Because n is equal to 4, we substitution the value 4 in the formula, so we find that the time complexity of the binary search algorithm is O4 or O4. Number F, that is the program. And the last one is, in our opinion, a binary search algorithm cannot be converted into a brute force algorithm. Why? Because the basic nature of binary search is to utilize the nature of a certain algorithm to span up the search by dividing the problem in half at each step. So that's all from our explanation. We apologize if we have a mistake to explain. Thank you.
Pan, aku